doctor is in. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Dr. Harry. For those of you that do, welcome back to the lab for a new edition of Dr. Harry's Scary Horror Review. Today we're going to talk about the new movie, The Possession. So I watched The Possession, and basically I ended up feeling like I have about a lot of horror movies lately. The movie is a decent movie. It's not boring. It's worth watching. It's a little bit slow paced, but no beef with the director, no beef with the cast. They pulled off what they were supposed to fairly well. My problem lies with the story itself and the fact that it's a possession movie, and possession movies fall into two different categories. There's The Exorcist and there's everything else. Possession movies always make one big flaw when they go in this direction, and that direction is when there's supposed to be a creature or some sort of being inside the person's body, especially in The Possession, because they take the little girl to the hospital and they have MRIs run on her. So the mom and the little girl's older sister, they can see a being. They see some kind of face, some kind of creature in the girl's body, in her abdomen, like in her lungs. But neither the radiologist nor the doctor in attendance notices this. Not only that, but if you've got a large creature or something living inside of you, aren't you going to have problems? I mean, difficulty breathing or other organ function, abdominal disproportionate whatever. It's not going to add up. Major weight gain. Forgive me for overanalyzing the situation, but it's a major flaw with The Possession that doesn't add up. The end of the movie, like all possession movies, I don't think I'm really giving you any spoiler here, because in every possession movie, the demon or whatever changes bodies, and it possesses the dad. And then after a few moments of exorcism, it crawls out, and you see, well, it's Gollum from Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit, or whatever the hell. Okay, so the guy was possessed by Gollum that crawls out, and it just doesn't really hold up to me. If you've seen The Exorcist, no other possession movie really comes close, and that's not the same in all genres. You can have 1,000 slasher movies or 1,000 haunted house movies, and many of them work, but for whatever reason, possession movies, nobody has come close to The Exorcist. I guess the closest would be The Exorcism of Emily Rose was the only decent standalone possession movie I've seen, aside from The Exorcist. It seems like every year or two, Hollywood tries to provide a new modern take on possession movies. In reality, they bring nothing new to the table. Every couple of years we get, such in this case, we have The Possession, and before that we've had The Last Exorcism, and we had The Devil Inside. But for the most part, none of them come close to holding a candle. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know why they can't bring us a good, decent, really scary possession movie. They were able to do it 40 years ago, but for whatever reason, they can't seem to do it now. I think, as usual, the main problem involves CGI effects. I think that I think most of the big scares are dependent upon CGI effects, which usually fall short and don't look very realistic. And if that's the basis of your scares, you're not going to have a very scary movie if it doesn't look completely real. I like the eyes rolling back in the movie, but besides that, I don't know what to tell you. I did like that The Possession brought something new to the table. Instead of it being typical Catholics every time that they have a demon to exorcise, and in this case they brought forth rabbis from Judaism and took a observation into possession and exorcism phenomena through I guess the perspective of Judaism. That was different. In the near future, we'll do an entire segment on possession films. We'll talk about The Possession, we'll talk about The Exorcism of Emily Rose, The Last Exorcism, of course The Exorcist, The Evil Dead, and we'll even talk about the new spoof on several of those movies with the Wayans brothers' new haunted house movie. So I've examined The Possession, I've diagnosed its problems, and I don't know whether to prescribe it to you or not. I'd have to say, if you've seen The Exorcist, it's going to fall short. and it's going to lack in the scares, and it's not going to be anything close to what you saw if you've seen The Exorcist. That's the best I can give you. I'll let you make the call whether to watch it or not. It's not a bad movie, but that's my take. I'm Dr. Harry. Thanks for joining me here in the lab. We'll see you next time. Dr. Harry's Scary Horror Review. The doctor is